Hey bourbon fans, I'm Tim the Suburban Dad, helping dads find great bourbon. Well, it's happened again. We've made it through another year in life and in bourbon. We made it to 2023. I want to go over my 2022 year of bourbon and whiskey in review, as well as my top bourbon for the year. Let's get to it. Great to have you watching with me today. I truly appreciate it. And it is my goal and passion to bring the best bourbon and whiskey information to you. So thank you for your support. And if you want to keep seeing great stuff like this, like this video, subscribe, send it to your friends, your family, your loved ones. So in 2022, there's a lot of great bourbon that came out. I got to try a decent number of new releases or special bottles this year. There was a lot of stuff that I didn't even see, much less buy or taste. You know, stuff like Old Forester's Birthday Bourbon or Four Roses Small Batch Limited Edition, anything from the Buffalo Trace collection, etc. But I did get to try, and I'll kind of just rattle off the list and go through with you. All of the Bookers, I managed to snag all 4 batches this year. I'm going to be doing special Bookers video, so I'm not going to give too much detail there, but the third batch, Kentucky Tea, seemed to be my favorite so far. I haven't done a side-by-side of all of them yet. Just from my tastings, that seems to be the best. I'll give you more info in the future on that one. Finally got to try Remus Repeal Batch 6 this year, and I must say it didn't quite live up to the hype. Everyone really hyped it up after Batch 5, which apparently 5 was really good. 6 was okay. Man, for the price though, really not worth it to me. I paid $90 plus tax, so it was around $100, all said and done, and it is not worth that much. Well, that one was kind of a disappointment. It's a good bourbon. In and of itself, it's good. For that price point, not worth it to me. I got to try Maker's BRTO 1 and 2. Those were both solid. I really liked both of them. I like them when they're mixed together. For the price, it's really hard to beat those, around $60. I'm a big fan of Makers, especially their special releases like the Wood Finishing Series, store picks. So keep going, Makers. Let me know what you got. I finally tracked down and got to try Midwinter Night's Dram this year, Act 10, Scene 1. That was my most expensive bottle yet to date, ever, which some of you might think, huh. But for me, anything over $100 is kind of a big deal. That's my tipping point of, is this really worth it or not? I was very glad to find it, very glad to be able to try it. I think it's a fair price. I got it for $120 plus tax. Would I really hunt it down again in the future? Probably not. It has a great flavor profile, but it is rye, so it's a blend of rye whiskeys, and it just doesn't strike me the same as with bourbon. You know, ryes are very hit or miss for me. That one was good, but I don't think I'd pay that much for it again. Prices are only going to go up, so if I stumble across it, maybe, but I'm not going to kill myself trying to find it. Jack Daniel's Bonded. This one is not brand new to 2022, but it's new in that it's widely available as opposed to just export. I think it was like exports and you could buy it at the airport, that kind of thing. Now it's available nationwide as far as I know. For the price point, really great whiskey, solid. Not quite Whiskey Advocates #1 of the year like they claim. I don't agree with that anyways. They say it's #1. I don't. Good though, worth trying. It's only like $30, so hey, why not? Those were the new and special releases for 2022 that I had. Some store picks that I got that I really enjoyed. There was an Old Forester single barrel, 100 proof, not the lava intensity barrel proof that are out there, but 100 proof. It was good, nice flavor to it. Got to try a Maker's Mark's store pick called Fruit Cobbler. Ooh, that one was really good, very tasty, loved it. Got to try Starlight store pick, the cigar batch. Very cinnamon, very heavy on cinnamon. And it does pair nicely with a cigar, tried that out. It does pair nicely. Got to do an Elijah Craig barrel proof single barrel from a store pick. That was That one was really good. Lots of caramel, very rich mouthfeel, and just coats your palate nicely. That was a great pick, thanks to Lebanon Wine and Spirits and the Gateway City Whiskey Society. They did a fantastic job on that one. And I got to do a Huling Station store pick from Grillo's in Lake St. Louis. Cask strength on that one, about 117 proof. Very good. Rich, complex, tasty. Those were some of the highlights from store picks that I had this year. Without further ado, my top bourbon of the year, 2022. This is not a bottle that was brand new to 2022, but, and in true Suburban Dad fashion, I'm bringing you information about low-key under-the-radar bottles, okay? That's why you're watching this. And if you're unsure about that, that's why. This bottle is readily available here in Missouri. I don't think it's quite nationwide, but it should be. You can order it online, so it's readily available that way. And that is, drumroll please, Huling Station Straight Bourbon. It may seem unassuming. You may have seen this bottle many times and passed it over and didn't think anything of it. Those are foolish thoughts. I had those thoughts, and then I was enlightened when I tried it. This bottle is so good, around 33 bucks. It might sound blasphemous, but it's giving Knob Creek a run for its money at that price. The complexity, the availability, the price, the overall flavor and experience with this bottle, just fantastic. So good. So the single barrel version of this it's really the same bourbon, just ramped up a lot. It definitely is a little hot compared to this one. I actually may prefer this one a little bit more. Just the 100 proof seems to be a great balance of releasing all the flavors nicely. The single barrel is really good too. I enjoy it a lot, but for the price, this one is fantastic. There you go. Love it, hate it, indifferent. This is my #1 pick of 2022. If you haven't tried it yet, you're messing up. You should check yourself. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks for all your support in 2022. I look forward to bringing you guys even better, greater stuff next year. Some honorable mentions that I didn't get to try yet that I truly would enjoy giving a sample to would be 2 from Barrel. So Barrel Vantage, which is comprised of whiskey aged in Mizunara, French, and toasted American oak. I've gotten very good feedback about it. It seems like it'd be very oaky. The reviews say it's very well balanced, so I'm interested to try it. Barrel Armida, which is finished in pear brandy, rum, and Sicilian Amaro casks. That sounds very interesting, very fruity, exotic tasting. I'd love to give it a try. And Penelope Valencia, aged in orange wine barrels. Those are 3 that are still on my radar. I'm hoping to give a try very soon. Now, the more you guys support the channel, the more I can provide reviews about other bottles and provide further information and expand the horizon of content that I'm able to bring you guys. So I look forward to an awesome 2023 with you all. Till next time, cheers.